Hi everyone. I'm in this video. I am going to go over the editing exercise that I posted last week. I thought that editing some celebrity tweets would give us some really great practice with editing, but also be a little bit humorous, a little bit more interesting than what we probably did in third or fourth grade. So let's take a look at this tweet from the American rapper Master P. So he wrote, hard work and timing is everything. Trust in God, not in man. I will make the haters believe it's time to introduce this generation to the ice cream man. So, there are lots of things wrong with this. So let's start. Let me get my text over here on the left. Perfect. Okay. So the first thing I will address that it appears that most of you guys addressed in your response on the discussion board is the use of all caps. In social media, social posts, using all caps could be a stylistic choice. Of course, if it's not necessary or if it's not a stylistic choice, certainly in this class, you will very, very rarely need to use all caps. So I will type this edit using regular text, regular caps. Okay, so that's the first thing. Secondly, let's just get into it. So, hard work and timing is everything. So, this first part, we see that we need some spacing, obviously, and we have a comma. We have a couple of comma splices. So, a comma splice is when you are using a comma to join um, two sentences that can stand on their own, so two complete sentences instead of a semicolon or just using a period. So we can start, let's make my text a little bigger. So let's start here. Hard work and timing is everything. So I would just type it like that. And I think most of you guys did too. Moving on, trust in God, not in man. We have another comma splice here because trust in God, comma, not in man. That is a sentence that can stand alone if we type it like this. With the comma between God and not. The next sentence, I will make the haters believe it's time to introduce this generation to the ice cream man. So I am going to correct this as if it is, again, two sentences that could stand alone and remove the comma spot splice. So I will make the haters believe, period. It's with the with it's having the right punctuation. So sorry, I cannot talk today for some reason. So we need it to say IT apostrophe S because he is trying to communicate it is time to introduce instead of it's the possessive form. So if you are not familiar with what I'm talking about, you can send me an email or you can look it up yourself, the difference between um, it is the way I have it here and the possessive form. So if it's possessive, of course, you will not use the the punctuation mark between the T and the S. So it's time to introduce this, not this, this generation to the ice cream man. Or perhaps if we wanted to use this kind of like as a name, you would of course say, you would of course style this as, like if this was one of his titles as a rapper or something, you would use capital letters because we would treat it as a name. So that is how I would edit Mr. Master P's tweet. I hope that you learned something from this. The main thing being, and this is a very common writing mistake, the main thing with this tweet, the main error, in my opinion, is the overuse of the comma splices. So we know that not all sentences, not all thoughts can be just separated with commas, and that's a very common thing. So again, hard work and timing is everything. I also changed the ampersand to just and, because in this class, of course, that's usually what you would want to do. Hard work and timing is everything. Trust in God, comma, not in man. That's a sentence by itself. I will make the haters believe. It's time to introduce this generation to the ice cream man. Okay, so those are the edits for this tweet. I look forward to posting the next celebrity tweet this week, and I look forward to reading your responses. Again, I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, you know what to do. You can email me at dialsn@uhd.edu. Have a good one. Bye.